Hey guys, it's Haley and welcome to another bookish video. Today it is a cold, dreary, rainy fall morning and I just thought it would be the perfect time to start a horror reading vlog. I have no idea the books that I'm going to be reading in this video. I have just been in my horror era as I usually am in the fall, and I thought it would be really fun to mood read some horror with you guys. I am going to get started this morning with The Unmothers, which is supposed to be like more of a small town atmospheric horror mystery. So if you're a thriller fan, you might like this one as well. And it's about a horse that allegedly has given birth to a human boy. What? Okay, immediately I'm horrified. We're following a journalist who's going to this creepy small town to report on this very odd thing that has occurred. I have no idea anything about this book other than Toad Girl Reads, Courtney, one of my favorite people to follow on TikTok and Instagram. She really liked this book. I saw that she posted a positive review and it got me interested in it. I got the audio arc from Libro FM, so I'm just gonna start it up while I'm eating breakfast and kind of starting my work day, and I will let you know what I'm thinking. Hello vlog. We are into the day, quite a bit into the day. It's actually after 2 p.m. now, so it's been a whole day. I've been doing some work and listening to The Unmothers. I am a quarter of the way through and it is really creepy, unsettling, atmospheric. Like, everyone in this town, this small little town, acts weird about the horses, and they act weird about each other. It's just a very unsettling atmosphere. Oh my gosh, the sun's coming out. The sun's coming out for the first time all day as I'm filming. Anyway, it is really difficult to read because of the way that the townspeople are. Like, just hearing them, they don't talk like real people. They talk like a little bit of a caricature, like this town ain't big enough for the two of us kind of thing. So we're following our sympathetic main character, the journalist, who's like, what the hell is going on in this town? And she's like our ally because she's also like, these people are weird as hell. But then in between following her perspective, we also have like random townspeople that we get their perspective, and those are weirdos. Okay, I don't really like following them. It's really unsettling and gross, which is effective horror, but not necessarily enjoyable for me. And we just had some more deaths occur just as our journalist arrived at the town and is trying to figure out what the hell happened to this horse where it gave birth to a baby, which I don't think it did. I think a teenager got knocked up and they are trying to cover it up because they have these conservative values in this small town, and rather than just saying this tragic thing happened to this girl, they're gonna say that a horse gave birth to a human. I think we're gonna get into some commentary here, but I'm only 25% in, so we will see. I have some sessions to get to tonight, and then afterwards I am hosting craft night for my little girly friend group at my new house, and I'm really excited for that. If I read any more throughout the day after craft night, I will let you know. But before we get into the vlog, I do want to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Alney. As you can tell, I have some beautiful Christmas lights up behind me. I just completely decked out my library and I love it so much. If you haven't heard me talk about Alney before, these lights are from them. I absolutely love their lights. I have them all over my house. The holidays are the perfect time to get some new lights. Alney lights are super, super high quality. I've had some of mine for years and they hold up really well. I love the holiday lights. They're super bright and they're LED, so they're not those like annoying little bulbs that you you have to find and fix and all of that. The colors are really vibrant and perfect for the holiday season. These specific ones that I have up in the library right now are the Christmas icicle lights. They have a few different colors, but obviously I went with red and green because I just like a red and green, like traditional Christmas vibe. But they also have like warm and cool whites, as well as like really cute multicolor and like blue and white if you want a little like snowflake snow kind of vibe. They come with this little remote and it makes it so easy. You can put it on a timer, which I often do, especially when I'm working out of my library and I want my lights to turn on as the sun's setting. You can also make them more and less vibrant. Like I just turned the brightness way down because it's daytime, so I had it all the way up. They get brighter and brighter as well, and there are quite a few different modes. I love this one. I think it's so cutesy. They are waterproof and indoor outdoor, so really flexible. If one year, you know, you want to put some up inside and then you want to transition them outside, they're super versatile and they're really safe because they're LED. They don't get hot. I had these really cheap Halloween lights a few years ago on my bookshelves, and I always had paranoia that it was going to catch my books on fire. I know that's a little ridiculous, but I really thought that, and I never worry about that with Alni because they stay so cool and they're just very high quality. So if you want to check out Alni and get yourself some holiday lights for the Christmas season, you can check out my link down below. If I have a code, I will have it down there for you. Go shop and check out Alni, deck out your house with some beautiful lights, and thank you so much to Alni for sponsoring this video. Now let's go ahead and get into the reading vlog. Hello vlog, don't mind if you hear the thunderstorm going on outside. I'm absolutely loving this weather. It started just pouring down after the girlies left from craft night, so I've just been sitting here drinking my tea, writing in my journal, and listening to my book. I'm now over halfway through The Unmothers, and honestly, it's a little underwhelming. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even realize I was at the halfway point. I checked because I was like, I felt like nothing has really happened for a while, and I couldn't believe that I was over halfway through because we're just really following our little investigative queen main character. Her name's Marshall, and we know that she has some stuff that went on in her past. She was a mother or is a mother. It's kind of like ambiguous, and obviously there are themes of like young motherhood being shameful and suppressed and all of these things in this small town, but none of that is really expanded on. Like, we just don't know much. It feels like we're really kept in the dark. The creepy small town vibes are still very much present, but I'm looking for more substance, I guess, or at least plot, because I don't feel like we're getting strong drive from the characters, and I'm also feeling like a lack in the plot. Whatever happened to the crux of the book, which was like this metaphor for motherhood using horses and the way that horses are so touchy, and like, I don't know, like the first 25% of the book was really focused on that. I felt like we had a driving force, and now it's taking a weird turn. But it's after midnight. I would love to sit up and listen to my book and listen to the rain and drink my tea and hold my dog, who's literally been sleeping in my lap for 2 hours. Here, come here, Mochi. I know you haven't moved for 2 hours, buddy. He's literally been curled up with me as I've been sitting here, my little king. I love him so much. I love you so much. Oh, here comes Boba. Yes, I love you too. Yes, I love you too. I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys. It is the next day. I've just been doing some chores around the house, laundry, dishes, etc. If I have red patches on my face, I also did dermaplaning and plucked my eyebrows, so I might look a little crazy. But as I've been just doing things this morning, I got to the 75% mark of The Unmothers. I can tell what it's going for, right? This like creepy small town, almost like Southern Gothic. It's a little cringe to me because it reminds me of Riverdale. Like, I'm gonna be so real. You know, like the Liver King? Not Liver King. Oh my god, not Liver King. What do they call? Gargoyle King? Not the Liver King. The Gargoyle King, if y'all remember that season of Riverdale. It's giving like that is what is supposed to be scaring me. And I'm not scared of the Gargoyle King. What I'm really scared of is men. And I would like some more commentary about the men in the town, but they're kind of just painted as clueless. And I really don't think that. I really do not think that they're clueless. And I'm dying for someone to uncover how a man is behind all of this. But I'm not really getting that. Something big did just happen in the plot though that I've kind of been waiting for that turned everything on its head. So we will see how this wraps up, but as of now, I'm a little cringed out. I'm definitely not scared. This is reading more like a small town mystery than a horror book, and the commentary isn't where I want it to be. Those are my thoughts. I'm gonna go about my day, get ready, and let you know the tea. Hello vlog, it is much later. I have gotten ready for the day. I've done some work and I have finished The Unmothers. Y'all, this ending was good. I have to say, I was in such suspense, such confusion for the majority of the book, wondering like, how is this metaphor gonna connect? What is actually going on here? Like, I felt like I did not have my footing the entire book, and I was just grasping onto the creepy atmosphere. That was the thread that I was following. At the end, everything came together beautifully. Like, I really liked the end. I actually felt bought in at the end. I just wish that feeling would have come in a lot sooner. I think there was a lot of withheld information that could have been given to the reader that wouldn't have felt like spoon feeding, you know what I mean? But ultimately, I really did like how it resolved, and I get it. I get it, and I liked it. I think I'm gonna land on a 3.5. This feels like a 3.5 out of 5-star book. It's definitely better than a 3-star, especially with that ending and the meaning of it, but just enjoyment wise, I think there were some issues there. So that is kind of where I'm at with The Unmothers. And now I'm gonna start my next book for the vlog. Let me go get it. This book has no synopsis, and it sounds crazy. I have no idea what goes on in here. This is the new novella by Nat Cassidy. I have loved Nat Cassidy in the past, so I'm excited to get into more of his work. Fucking love the cover. I hope this is gonna be a bloody slasher. It's called Rest Stop, so immediately I'm getting like No Exit vibes. I'm really excited for that. It's blurbed by like all my favorite authors. It says it's unhinged, it's funny, it's carnal, it's a suffocating fun house, but there's no description of what we're gonna get into here other than the content warnings, which I'll read for you now. It says, heads up, this story contains a lot of bug stuff, snake stuff, face trauma, religious trauma, anti-Semitism, claustrophobia, general existential angst, and a little suicidal ideation. You might also get some yacht rock stuck in your head. No need to thank me for that. Already, I'm in. This is gonna be short and hopefully bloody. I will let you know when I have thoughts. Hello vlog, it is much later and I'm all dolled up to go on a date. Oh my god, my boyfriend is taking me to my favorite restaurant. I'm so excited. But before we leave, I did want to update you about Rest Stop because I'm about 40 pages in, not too far, but I have a gist of the story now. Basically, we're following this guy, average bloke, okay? He's just a guy. He's really just a guy. He is driving to go visit his grandmother in the hospital. She's dying. He's grappling with that. He's also grappling with his bandmate and best friend dating the woman that he's in love with, which is a little sad. So he has some struggles going on, and he is on his way on the road. He He ends up stopping at a gas station to get some like snacks and to fill up his car. And while he's there, he's locked in the bathroom as something sinister begins to happen outside. That is all I want to give you without getting into spoilers, because I got literally nothing going in and now I'm like, what's happening here? It's really funny. It's really relatable, like right off the bat. I love the way that Nat Cassidy writes with just like such a unique voice and so much relatability. I love his writing style. So I'm in it. I'm ready for the blood. But first, sushi with my man. And I'm so excited. Let's go. Also, like, look at me. Look at me. I'm literally slaying the boots. I'm sorry. I'm literally slaying the boots today. Hello, vloggy vlog. No be-real from the date. We're gatekeeping the boyfriend at this time, but I just had the most amazing evening. Oh my goodness. I love dating a writer, and he brings me his pages and I get to annotate and mark them all up and we talk about it and I get to crawl inside his mind like I'm Thumbelina and make a home there. Anyway, I am now halfway through Rest Stop and I'm really liking it. Funny, it's crazy, it's sadistic, it's weird. It's literally this man being trapped in a rest stop bathroom and having crazy ass things happen to him. The exact weird type of shit that I like. I don't know if I mentioned this. Tonight is election night. It's very overwhelming for a lot of people. It's very anxiety inducing. It's very stressful. And this type of mindless violence is just what I need. I'm rocking with it. I've had a great evening. Let's hope that more blue votes show up by the morning. If not, I don't want this vlog to take a nasty turn. I'm enjoying this, and on that note, I'm gonna go to bed. Gotta have my protein shake so I can fight men when the gender war starts. Hello vlog, good morning, or should I say scary morning. Rough day to be a woman. Really like rough day to be a person. Really diabolically rough day to be a fucking therapist. Holy shit. Yeah, basically if you voted for a you don't need to be here on this channel. I literally don't care how many subscribers I lose. I'm gonna look you in the eye right now and tell you I am a survivor. And when you voted, you looked at me and you said, I hope it happens to you again. Love to every woman, every survivor, every person of color, every queer person, every trans person. Holy fucking shit. To go based on the last paragraph of this book, I'm just gonna go ahead and read it to you guys because it really struck me. Is this the feeling of being broken? Is this the process of breaking? Or is this how it feels to refuse to break? Or is every moment simply its own act of creation, its own God too holy for a name? He doesn't know. He keeps the wheels on the road pointed forward though. Steady as can be. I guess we'll just talk about this book now. Seamless transition. Loved the ending of this book. Remember when I was like, oh, it's just no thoughts, head empty? Yeah, that turned real quick. I can always count on Nat Cassidy to bring me the commentary when I least expect it. Right when I'm losing myself, he hits me out of nowhere with this scathing religious commentary about religious trauma, about how we internalize these ideas about ourselves, about how other people internalize these ideas about themselves and how it affects us. And it was just so poignant and so what I needed to read this morning when I was finishing this book up. This was absolutely great. It was exactly what I needed. Thank you, Nat Cassidy. This is gonna be 5 stars. I love this book. Highly recommend it. If you like fun, funny, bloody horror that has a lot more to say than that, and that is really all I can ask for. So yay for a good book, not yay for the president. Let me get into talking about what the next thing I'm gonna pick up is. Sorry if I look a little different. I had to just take a little cry break. You know, sometimes you just need a little cry break. And it's fine. The next book I'm going to be reading, because I need to dissociate with horror, is My Darling Dreadful Thing by Joanna Van Veen. This is about a girl named Ruse, and she has a paranormal lover. She loves her little ghosty girl until she meets Agnes, this socialite, and they meet at a seance. It's very like dark sapphic queen. The dynamic shifts obviously when Agnes enters the picture, and then a murder occurs. I don't know who, it just says a murder occurs. Poor, alone, and with a history of hysterics, and also being in love with a ghost, Ruse is the obvious culprit for this murder. With her sanity and innocence in question, she has to prove who or what is at fault or lose everything that she holds dear. I'm excited for this. I've heard really good things. Hopefully this will take me out of the stupor I'm in and the despair of where our country is headed. And I don't want to hear shit about shit in the comments unless you would like to look my adolescent self in the face and tell her she deserved what happened to her, because that's what you did when you voted for this person. I'm gonna read this and I'll be back with an update. Love ya. Enjoy my stress baking. Vlog. It is the next morning. Last night, after I had so many sessions of people being so upset at the state of our world, I was just really overwhelmed and I needed to go resource, so I didn't really vlog, but I did spend some time with my man. And the good thing about spending time with my man, well, there are many good things, but one of them is that he will read to me. So I did make some progress with my very own human audiobook, and I am about a quarter of the way through My Darling Dreadful Thing. I am loving it. Like, I am obsessed. I am living for it. I'm loving it. Ruse and Agnes have found this like common ground with each other. It's so cute. But there's also this element of the trauma that they've both endured and how that trauma is kind of involved in their connection. Yes, it's a love story, but yes, it's horrifying. And isn't every love story a little horrifying? Like, that is the messaging. I've been highlighting so much of this book. I loved this. You can pause to read. I love this so much. You can also pause to read that if you would like. I keep posting quotes on my Instagram story. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you definitely should, because I always post about what I'm reading in real time. But yeah, 25% of the way through. I'm loving it. I just showered, so my hair looks a little crazy. I need to get ready for the day and make myself some lunch. And then I think I'm just gonna go to Barnes & Noble. I'm going out of town tonight, so I'm gonna do that eventually, but I can't be where I'm traveling until a certain time because I'm basically just waiting on my brother to get home from work. So I'm gonna kill some time today before I have to leave, do some book shopping. I'll let you know if I get any reading in.
Hello. You know you did a really good job at the bookstore when you have not one, but two bags. I went a little crazy. I'm in my happy era. I felt like I deserved it. I don't know. I got a lot of new releases. I'm so excited for so many of the books I just got. I went for one, but of course I had to get all the ones that I wanted. I'll show you the one that I went for. I love the Before the Coffee Gets Cold series. It's one of my favorite series I've ever read. The new one just came out. Literally today is release day, and the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition had green sprayed edges. If you don't think this is the first thing that I'm gonna be reading when I'm done filming this vlog, you're wrong. I am gonna eat this up. I'm so excited for it. If you want to see everything that I got, there will be a haul up soon. There will also probably be an unhaul up soon if it's not already. If either of those are already up, I will link them up above, down below, all the things. Don't miss any of the videos. I am on such a huge motivated filming kick right now, so there's a lot coming. Get excited, subscribe. Now I gotta run home, do some filming, pack my bags, and we're going to San Antonio.
Made it to San Antonio. This is my brother's dog. Oh my god, he's so freaking cute. Hi, bud. And of course, Boba is not camera shy. I also have my dogs here. They're all playing together. I am about to head to the local Natives concert tonight. I haven't read anything. I literally just got here, FaceTime my boyfriend, and now I'm about to go to see local Natives, which I'm really excited about, but I'll probably get some reading time tonight, so I'll update y'all in the morning with what's going on. Hello vlog, it is the next day. The concert was so good last night. I am obsessed with local Natives. They're just amazing. If you haven't listened to them, go listen to the song Ceilings right now. It's incredible. But today I am just working from home. I'm seeing clients virtually at my brother's house because I still gotta work even though I'm here. I did want to give you a reading update though. I am over halfway through My Darling Dreadful Thing. I'm over 200 pages in, and it is so good. We are into like the plot of the book now. Like I would say it was pretty character driven the first like quarter. Now it's like almost like a Pet Cemetery-esque kind of plot. Like we're dealing with bringing things back from the dead and the spirit world and seances and things like that. It is really creepy, really interesting, but at its heart it's a love story, and I'm still highlighting so many insights about the emotional worlds of these characters, their connection, love, how it shows up for them, etc. It's just really great. I'm enjoying it. I think as soon as I get off work today, I'm gonna go hang out with my family, but if I do some more reading, then I will definitely let you know my thoughts. Hello vlog, it is a little bit later and I am like 80% into My Darling Dreadful Thing. I just could not put it down. I had to keep reading because the plot is so good. Obviously we're following this sapphic relationship, which is amazing, but plot wise we're also learning what the girls have been through and how it's affected them and how it's affected their trauma bond together. Oh my god, it's like the idea of exploring like how much of this is you versus how much of this is me within the relationship, how much of this is our trauma versus how much of this is the connection. Like it's kind of like weighing so many different concepts. It's really cool. It's really well done, and it's just an entertaining book, and it's emotional. I love it. I love it. Ugh. Okay, I have to meet my family for dinner, but I'm gonna come back after dinner and finish this up so I can give you guys a full review in the morning. Good morning vlog. It's the next day. I'm about to head to my brother's football game, but I wanted to let you know before I go, I did finish My Darling Dreadful Thing last night. It was so good. The conclusion was everything that I wanted. It was just phenomenally done the whole way through. It was emotional, but it also had an engrossing plot. The characters, the relationships were interesting. The writing was beautiful. It was meaningful. This is what I want from a horror book, basically. So clearly we're giving it 5 stars. I'm obsessed. And the last book we're going to be getting into for this vlog is actually an arc. This book doesn't come out until January 2025, so a couple months, but it is At Dark I Become Loathsome by Eric LaRocca. I absolutely love Eric LaRocca's work. They are so talented. I love everything that they do, so I'm really excited to get into their new novel. And this is about a man who has some ritualistic interactions on like what I can only describe as like a Reddit type of website. He performs rituals and entices people to participate by saying, if you're reading this, you've likely thought the world would be a better place without you. So it's kind of like preying on people's suicidality and mental health and getting them to be a part of this ritual. I don't know. I love dark shit on the internet. I love dark web kind of things. I love the mental health. I'm ready to get into it and let you guys know more. But first I gotta go watch a football game. I don't love football, but I do love my little brother, so let's go. Hello vlog, it is much later. I am home from San Antonio from the football game. They won, which is great. And I also got some reading done. During the second half, they were killing them by like 30 points. So I was like, you know what? I think my brother will be fine if I don't watch these next few plays. I'm gonna read my book. And I did. I got about halfway through, actually kind of over halfway through. At dark I become loathsome because I'm obsessed with it. This might be my favorite Eric LaRocca to date, which is really saying something because quite a few of their books have been in my best of the year videos in the past few years. I just love their writing style so incredibly, so much. Basically, we are following this guy who lost his wife and his child, and he grapples with that through helping other people who have lost a lot, who are in a dark place, through a ritual of rebirth. But his ideas about rebirth and what people need out of his ritualistic experience are shifting and getting darker and darker. So we're watching that progression happen with our main character, and we're also hearing about just like different interactions that are happening on this forum, different clients that he has, and the overall trajectory that his life is taking. There's a lot of heavy stuff in here about grief, about suicidality, mental health, but I don't think it's too heavy for me. I would just check trigger warnings if you're sensitive to any of those things, but for me it's totally fine and it's really engrossing. The narrative style of this book is much more like straightforward, plot driven, I would say, than Eric LaRocca's previous works. I know some people can like feel like they're losing the thread when something is a little bit more conceptual, like Everything the Darkness Eats. This is a lot more straightforward and I really like it. I'm immediately like, where in the hell are we going with this? I'm in. I want to know what's gonna happen. So I'm obsessed. I am probably gonna read a little bit tonight, but my boyfriend's coming over and we're gonna order some Chinese takeout and just hang out because I know I just saw him a few days ago, but I miss him. I know the new relationship energy is really annoying, but that's my truth. So I might get him to read me some of this and we're gonna have our little feast and our little hang, and I'll let you know when I'm finished up with this book. Hello vlog. I really should get my big lights out, but I don't know. I kind of like the cozy vibes. Let me know if this is okay or if you would rather have when I'm filming at night my big lights on that makes it look like I'm filming in the daytime. Oh my god, a mochi just ran in here. Did y'all hear that? Look at him, the mochi. Oh my god. He's going crazy. He's going crazy. He's pulling my hairs. What's going on? Why you got the zooms? Why you got the zooms? He's so cutie zoomy. Okay, that was Mochi, everyone. It's been a minute since I've talked to you, but I finished At Dark I'm Loathsome and I have to talk about it because not this being 5-star, not so many 5-star books in this video. I knew if I just gave myself a moment to mood read, I knew I would have so many 5 stars. There's something that knew in the pit of my body that if I just let myself mood read, I can sniff out the 5 stars. And I did, because this one was so good. It was much, much less conceptual than Everything the Darkness Eats, which I think people will like. There were some pretty massive plot twists at the end and different reveals that just like, it added a layer to the plot that was shocking, yes, but it also added a layer to the emotional weight and the trauma of what all of our characters were experiencing. Ultimately, it was about this man's break that happened internally when he underwent such loss and how he's grappling with his sexuality and his mental health. And I loved the conversations around that. I loved the way that he responded to these different clients, and peeking into his world not only gave me understanding for people who are different than me, but also because I saw myself in the main character, it gave me a deeper level of understanding for myself as well. I just think this is a beautifully written, very visceral, intense, graphic, gory, scary horror book. And that is my favorite combo, when something is real and has beautiful commentary and also is gory and gross and horrifying. So this was everything for me. I highly, highly recommend picking it up when it comes out early next year. Put it on your Christmas list, get the pre-order. Yeah, I'm so excited for you guys to experience this one because it was so good. But honestly, I'm excited for y'all to read so many of these books. If you end up picking up any of these books, please, please, please let me know if you enjoyed them, especially this one and My Darling Dreadful Thing and Rest Stop. But I also did not hate The Unmothers at all. I thought it was really good. So there's really not a flop in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it and got a couple good recommendations for you.
And of course, don't forget to go down below and check out Alney. Get yourself some new lights for a great deal.
Thank you again so much for watching. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to go to therapy and read a book this week, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!